What's up, rock stars? Coach Betty Rocker here. Awesome to have you. We are getting into some full body supersets today. Cannot wait. These are so much fun. You won't need much, just a little space to move, maybe be next to your couch today or have a bench or elevated surface. And have some weighted objects. You see I've got an assortment over here. You could either have water bottles, water jugs, props of some kind, and or dumbbells. They'll all work great. So let's get right into this. So we're gonna start it out with a set of squat thrusts. And you can do these up against the side of your couch or down on the mat in a tall plank. So let's go ahead and bend our knees, plant our hands against our floor or elevated surface, step or jump it back, flat back. Step or jump it forward, load the weight in your heels, come up to a body squat, or pop it up to a jump squat. Your choice. Good. Down, back, forward. Down, back, forward. Like I said, you can take the impact out of this by stepping it out, stepping it forward, giving me a nice deep full body squat, or you can come in all the way down to the mat and do it all the way in a tall plank. Make sure that you're stacking your hands just below your shoulders. Your belly button comes in and up in that squat, and you're loading the weight in your heels before jumping. Last one. Nice little full body warm up there. Great job. Awesome work. Okay, we're gonna slow it down, catch our breath, and work those biceps. So grab some weighted objects, could be water bottles, could be any kind of weighted object at all. If you're using dumbbells, I recommend grabbing something a little lighter than what maybe you'll be working with for your fully weighted set. If you're used to doing resistance training with me using dumbbells, we want to be in an 8 to 12 rep range with the amount of weight we're using. So we're going to roll our shoulders back and down, engaging our core. Nice little flat back, so we don't have an arched back here. Nice flat back, belly button hugs in and up towards our spine. From here, keep your elbows in tight to your body and curl your palms up towards your shoulders. Now, a good way to tell if you've got a little bit too much resistance is if your arms are kind of coming out to the sides, just to get your weighted objects to come up to your shoulders. So go down and wait if you have that issue. And a great way to really tell if you're in the zone for this type of workout is if you are able to do between 8 to 12 reps and you're feeling fatigued by the end of that. If you're able to do 15 to 20 reps, you may want to consider going up a little bit in the amount of resistance that you're using next time so that you can really be in the zone of sculpting some nice lean muscle. Last one for me. Feel free to do a couple more than me or to stop before me when you're doing sculpt. That's great. All right, go ahead and bend your knees to set down any weighted objects, and we're gonna come right back into another set of squat thrusts. Here we go. Bend the knees, plant the hands below shoulders, either elevated or all the way down. Step or jump it back to your plank. Pop your knees back in and come back forward. Come on, you got this. Great job. It's not about what I'm doing, it's about what you're doing. Pay attention to your body. Focus on your form. Keep breathing. Keep going. We got this. Come on. Load the weight into your heels. Before you come to jump, my toes tend to turn out slightly as I land in my squat. Oh my gosh. So good. So strong. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, heart rate is up. Feeling that burn. Round 2 of biceps curls. Grab your weighted objects, and I'm gonna go up to my normal working weight for my biceps curls. And for those of you who have done home workout domination before, you'll recognize this style of circuit training where we pair explosive cardio with a strength move so that you get stronger and burn fat. Here we go. Shoulders back, core engaged, elbows stay in tight, and we bring them up and slowly lower. Now, if you don't have a ton of options at home for the resistance that you're using, one thing you can do to really up the challenge for yourself, even with a lighter amount of resistance, is to bring them up to your chest and then eccentric contraction. So as we bring our weights up towards our shoulders, we're shortening the gap between the origin and insertion point of the muscle, and that's known as a concentric contraction. Eccentric is when we lengthen it. And if you go really slow with this, you're going to challenge the muscle fibers even further. Now you can add that challenge in whether you're using the amount of weight that is between your 8 to 12 rep range, or you're using a lighter weight set. This is just one of those fun little tricks or hacks to really up the challenge for yourself and add even more resistance. Great job. Last one for me, I really burned through it doing those eccentric contractions. And we're gonna bend our knees always to set down the weighted objects to protect our back. Great work. Ready for one more round of this? One more round of squat thrusts, core in tight, shoulders back, bend the knees, plant your hands down below shoulders, either on your couch or floor, and step or jump. Make sure that you're loading that weight back in your heels before jumping or coming up into that body squat. Great job, keep that core tight, so strong. Think about your power words while you're moving through this. We got this, come on. Up, down, back. Hold that tall plank form, nice and tight, flat back. Up, down, back. I had to take the jump out of it. I was getting too winded. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo! Yes, amazing job. And this is the trick, guys. We always want to listen to our body. I'm always going to do that for you, for myself, and I want you to do that too. You saw at the end, I needed to slow down on my squat thrust. I could feel it, so I did it. And hope you're taking care of yourself too. Don't compare yourself to me or anyone else. Do you. Use the tips, the different variations. I certainly take them different times throughout the month and say I'm just more tired. Okay, here we go. Get in position. Shoulders roll back and down. Core comes in and up, keeping the elbows in close to our sides. We curl and we lower. Go ahead and play around with those eccentric contractions if you'd like on the set, especially if you're really have limited options at home with how much weight you're using. Now the eccentric contraction works great whether you're doing bicep curls, hamstring curls, pretty much anything that you're doing where you're contracting. If you can slow down the extension and really resist against it, you can really get more out of it. And that's why even with body weight workouts will really work you, especially when you really focus on the muscle that you're working. When you do that eccentric contraction, you have to be thinking about those biceps. That's all you can think about. You're trained and used to not really thinking about a contraction, a concentric contraction like this. But as you get into that eccentric, you're like, oh, that's all I can feel. Last one for me. Feel free to do 2 more, 1 more, or you could have stopped a little ahead of me. Go ahead and bend the knees, set your weighted objects down. You did a great job with super circuit number 1. Have some water, catch your breath, and we're gonna move on. Now, in round 2, super circuit 2, I recommend that you use the corner of your couch because we're gonna use it to hop over. So we're gonna get some serious core and cardio with this one. If you've never done a hop over, typically it's done over a bench, right? So you'll have your hands on both sides of the bench. But if you have a couch in your house, or a chair, you can simply put your hands on either side of the corner and you can hop. So I'm going to start on my left side of my bench, or my little box. I'm pretending this is the corner of my couch. I'm going to leap my feet up in the air, and then I'm going to leap my feet over to the other side. Great. Make sure that you have a good balance through your wrists. Feel free to turn your hands into soft fists if that feels a little bit better to you. And as an alternative to this, if that doesn't feel good, you can sit on the edge of your couch and you can circle your knees to the right and then to the left, which will also work your core and be much less high impact and obviously nothing on your wrists at all. Come on, let's go a little bit faster. Jump your feet as if you were hopping up and over the height of your couch or a bench. Come on, kick it up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. How'd we like that one? Great work. Okay, let's grab some weighted objects. We're gonna work on our shoulders and some quads. Oh, yes, amazing. Come to the top of our mat and go ahead and bend your arms into a fully 90-degree flexed position, just like this. Good. Now, just holding it here, let's go ahead and step it backwards into an upright reverse lunge. In this upright reverse lunge, our crown doesn't fall off our head, so we're not bent like this. We're up tall. Torso is upright. That means core has to be engaged. Step it forward. Step it back with the opposite leg. Notice here how light you are through your front toes. Your weight is balanced back in your front heel and in the front part of your back foot. Good. Step it forward. Now on this one, as we step it back, bring your elbows out to the side. Keep your arms bent. That is great. Keep up the good work. Just step it back and step it forward. Step it back, step it forward. Keeping that chest up. Crown is on. It does not fall down. Beautiful. Now, if you are noticing that you're starting to burn out your shoulders, you can hold your weighted objects down at your sides and continue your reps with your reverse lunges. Or you can also switch to alternating which arm raises. So you can just alternate a side to help give your shoulders a little bit of a break. And at any point, you can just squeeze your shoulder blades back together and perform regular reverse lunges. The extra resistance is going to be challenging your legs even more. And really, this is an opportunity to check in and pay attention to how your shoulders are actually feeling. Don't push past the point of pain. You want to just go to that nice end feel where you feel like you could maybe do 2 more, and then you want to stop. Great job. Last lunge. And set those weighted objects down by bending at the knees. Beautiful work. Coming back to that lower core burn with the hop over. Remember, you can sit on the edge of your couch and bring your knees up and over in a windshield wiper fashion. Or you can place your hands on the corner of your couch, engage your core, bend your knees, and then we're gonna throw our feet up as if we were jumping over a high bench or a bench that was as high as your couch or your hand height. And it's nice because we don't have one there. So if you're working on that height, you get an opportunity to get stronger here. Great job, come on. Can we go a little faster for the next 15 seconds? Yes, we can. Come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. I felt that. How about you? Ooh, strong abs. All right, round 2 of our shoulder raises with reverse lunge. So pick up some weighted objects and stand tall. Shoulders roll back and down. Our core is engaged, in and up. We're gonna start out stepping it back with the left leg. Bend the elbows. And this time, as I bend my left leg back, I'm gonna raise my right arm. So I'm gonna start out right away on this one, alternating sides, to see if I can last a little longer with my shoulder raises. Awesome job. If you feel like you preferred the first way, where you did both at the same time, if that maybe helped you balance better, go for 8 to 12 of the double shoulder raises. And just know that you'll have another 8 to 12 step backs because you want to hit 8 to 12 total reps with your reverse lunges, and that's both legs. Great job. Come on. We got this. Anytime you're starting to feel a little bit too fatigued in those shoulders, go ahead and drop your arms down to your sides, and then maybe come back into it when you feel like it. Great job. Listen to your body. So strong. Challenge yourself. So good. Come on. I've got 3, 2, last one for me, and 1. Oh my goodness. Awesome work. Bending the knees, always to protect the back as we set down our weighted objects. And we're going to come back into our final set of hopovers. Oh my gosh. Hop, hop it over. These are super challenging and I love them. Really feel that lower core burn. It's the ultimate cardio core move. I have to catch my breath a little bit more. Oh my gosh, okay. Here we go. Plant the hands down or come to a seated position, balancing with your hands behind you on the edge of your couch. Here we go. We're gonna pop it up, bend the knees, spring, bring it up, bring it over. Bring it up, bring it over. Yes, awesome work. Come on, you got this. Can you go a little higher or can you go a little faster? You do you. See what feels the most challenging to you. Get in the zone. So good. Come on. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Oh my gosh. Catch your breath. Great work. Oh my goodness. Final set of those reverse lunges. As soon as I can bring myself to pick up my weights, that is. Let's bend our knees to pick up our weighted objects and roll the shoulders back and down. Engage that core, bend the elbows, and I'm going to once again begin with alternating elbows lifting. Great work. Focus on that form. Keep your shoulders hugging back. You don't want them rounded here. Keep your crown on. That means keep your torso upright. Great work. So good. It's a lot to have to think about. It's a lot going on. At any point, drop your weighted objects down at your sides, re-engage between your shoulders, and then bring it back as you can. Work within your limits. Feel your body. It's working for you. So strong. Allow your mind to work with your body. Don't work against it. We work against ourselves when we force ourselves to do things that our body doesn't want to do. Now, it's one thing to motivate yourself and do the workout that you didn't feel like doing. It's another thing to push through serious pain or go past what actually feels like that upper limit of a good hurt or upper limit of your fatigue zone. Good. Last 2. Last one. And down. Excellent work. Oh my gosh. Remember to bend the knees, to set any weighted objects down. Go ahead and grab a little water. Hydrate yourself. We're going to transition to our last super circuit. Oh my goodness. Amazing work. All right, in our last super circuit, we're going to work the lateral legs with some skaters, and we're going to complement that with a serious booty lift. So you'll want to be side your couch for the booty lift. It's a single leg hip thruster. So we'll do that second. Let's start out with our skaters. So stand tall, center of your mat. You'd start out slow, alternating reverse lunges with a little reach forward with your hand. And if you feel good there, you can add in the hop, but don't feel like you have to do super high cardio for this one. This is a moderate cardio intensity. You did your most intense stuff in the first 2 super circuits, and now we're conditioning. We're bringing it home. You're in the fat burning zone. You're doing great. Come on. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna pretend that this is the side of my couch. I'm gonna grab myself a weighted object. Just one. Come down and lean your back against the side of your couch or elevated surface. My recommendation is your elevated surface is about knee height. That's about the height of most couches. That's why I like to use it. Or ottomans. Now the secret here is that the edge of your couch or elevated surface is just below your shoulder blades, okay? So let's check in with that position. Let's do a couple of test presses, and you can go ahead and put your weighted object right at the center of your hip crease for this. Drop your hips down, and then press them up. Drop and press, and once you really feel both butt cheeks really working and squeezing, transition your weighted object over to your right hip crease. Extend your left leg out, drop your heel, drop your butt, and press back up through your heel. Now important, I just readjusted my foot position there because I felt like my foot was in too close to my butt, and that was putting pressure on the front of my knee. So play around with how far away your foot is from your butt. I can barely do 8 of these. It's so good. 8 to 12, go ahead and do a couple more than me if that's what you've got in you. We're all gonna be in different places using a different amount of resistance. When you're ready, switch to the other side. Drop your butt down, squeeze, and press up. Now remember, we talked about the eccentric contraction. So if you didn't have a lot of options at home, or maybe you're doing this body weight style and you'd like to challenge yourself further, you can come down very slowly before you press up. Come down very slowly and then press up. I can barely do this with my weight. Great job. But that is just another option for you to add in to pretty much any contraction exercise, just to give you a little bit of fun options to play around with, to challenge yourself further anytime. Okay, I'm psyching myself up to stand up because that was really challenging. Come on back up to your feet, rock star. We got another set of skater lunges, and this is gonna feel great. So get yourself in position in the center of your mat. Get a little attitude, you know, like, yeah, we got this. And begin. Over, touch, and reach. You can also keep your arms upright and just reach side to side. A little bit more of a ballet movement. Float through the air. Come on. You got this. You're working your core, your legs, your cardiovascular system. You're doing amazing. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. All right. Round 2, single leg hip thrust. And our goal is to do 8 to 12 of the thruster on each leg. So I'm gonna set out my pretend couch, grab my weighted object, and always, before I do a single leg bridge or movement, I test it out on both legs, just to fire up my glutes, and just to make sure that I've got a good stable base. So let's do that together. Drop it down, lift, and press it up. Drop it down, lift, and press. Squeeze your butt at the top. Once you feel like you've set yourself up well, go ahead and step it onto your right foot. Extend your left foot out. And you're gonna count 8 to 12. See where you're at. You wanna be within that zone. Find other ways to make it more challenging for yourself if you want to. Come on. You may stop before me, you may go a little bit past me, it's totally fine. This is your workout. I've got 2 more. And then I'm gonna switch. Switch when you're ready. And find your balance point, check in. Is your foot the right distance away from your butt so that you have a good balance point to press through, so you're really targeting your glutes and there's no pressure on your knee. Great job. You got this. Oh my gosh, I think I've got 2 more. And last one. Oh my gosh, I really felt that. Amazing. So strong. All right, we're gonna move into our final round of superset number 3. As soon as I can bring myself to stand up. Here we go. This is it, last round. So, if you need water, grab some. And obviously I did. And I'm gonna think of my favorite power word right now to bring into myself for this last round, because I wanna take this feeling I have right now of total confidence and strength out into the rest of my day, and I want the same thing for you. So really bring that energy, that fire, and that power into your entire body right now, and let's do this. Last set of skaters, come on, let's move. Put a smile on your face, put a smile on your heart. Your body is working hard right now, and it can do it. You can do anything. Let's go, come on. Focus, land lightly. Use your energy for this last push. You've got this. This is gonna give us energy for the rest of our day. We're gonna sleep better. We're gonna metabolize our food better. We're gonna feel better. We're gonna look better. It's just an awesome day. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Okay, final push. Get your weighted object. Bring yourself to the edge of your couch or elevated surface. Put that weighted object in your hip crease and sink your hips down and find your feet. Nice balance, light through those toes and press up and squeeze. Maybe you want to readjust your foot position, just checking in here, 2 to 3 with both feet down. And then we're gonna switch it over to the right leg, putting your weighted object on your right leg. Lower down, press it up. 8 to 12 total here. Come on, you got this. So strong. Had to readjust my foot position. Got 2 more to go for me. You might want to go a little past me. Go to your end feel. Your end feel is where you could probably go to failure and squeeze out 2 more, but you want to stop just before that. Nice. Come on. Up and down. Up and down. And if you start working with me in a workout program like home workout domination or some of the challenges in Rock Your Life where we use more resistance training, you'll learn more and more about how to do this. But we're doing it today. You're learning right now. So do it. Last 2 for me. And feel free to go a little past me here. You may be able to go for more like 10 or 12. I was really using the heaviest possible weight for myself, and I was hitting 8 on those. So I would hope that in my next time, if I did this program again, if I did this workout again, I would try to go up in the amount of weight that I was using, and I would go up in reps until I could be closer to the 12 rep range, and then I would then go up in weight. That's what's known as progressive overload. In case you heard me use that term before, that's how you kind of do it. You work within a set rep range with a specific amount of weight that you start with that you can do within that rep range, and then as you're able to do more and more reps, you then up the amount of weight, so then you go back down in reps and you start all over again. And that's part of how you build muscle. So fun little lesson for today, and so excited that you just did that workout with me. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again for our next one. And in the meantime, if you're looking for another program and you like this style of training where we're using resistance paired with explosive cardio, check out Home Workout Domination. It is a fantastic 8-week program, super circuit style, has a lot of value to give you. Will watch yourself get so much stronger. And if you've already done Home Workout Domination, you should definitely check out some of the challenges inside of Rock Your Life, like Superwoman Shrek, the Iron Woman Challenge. Some of these challenges are very similar to Home Workout Domination and can help you progress even further. Until next time, Rockstar, I'm Betty Rocker, and you are so awesome and amazing. I'll see you next time.